a Netflix original film.
The Wi-Fi isn't working.
In the event of a global communications breakdown, do the following. Stay inside.
What just happened here is happening everywhere.
Avoid strangers.
We've all been deserted.
I don't trust them.
And most importantly, do not panic. Julia Roberts.
What happens next?
Mahershala Ali.
I knew something was coming.
Leave the World Behind. Rated R. In select theaters now and on Netflix December 8th.
Happy December, everyone. We're starting something new where we pitch our top Portland event picks for the month. So today on the show, CityCast Portland producers Giulia Fiaoni and John Notarianni are joining me in each sharing 3 things happening in and around town that we think make December, well, December. So listen up. You might hear about something new and fun to check out. It's Monday, December 4th. I'm Claudia Meza, and this is what Portland's talking about. Giulia, John, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning.
Thank you.
Hey, good morning.
So this is the kickoff.
Woohoo.
Lots going on.
We each have our own events, and we're going to talk about them. We're basically going to pitch them to each other as to why we should all go to this together, holding hands, wearing matching sweaters.
Holiday sweaters.
Who wants to go first?
I can go first. Mine is an annual event, and it is my favorite holiday of all time. Tomorrow, December 5th, is Repeal Day. So, deep into the history, 18th Amendment that created prohibition, outlawed alcohol, was signed in 1919. But on December 5th of 1933, the 21st Amendment was signed, which repealed prohibition. That makes tomorrow the 90th anniversary of the repeal of prohibition. And you can celebrate however you want, but if you really want to get down to it, there is a party that's going on. It's going to be at the Garden Space on Northwest 4th Avenue. It's their annual Repeal Day party. Free for Oregon Bartenders Guild members, $25 for non-members. There's going to be music and drinks and non-alcoholic options, and it's just super fun.
Wait, are you part of the guild?
I used to be. I was when I was actively bartending. I'm not anymore. My membership has lapsed. But
Would you recommend it for non-bartenders to go? Is it just going to be a lot of like inside bartender jokes?
I mean,
where they all and you know how it is, right? Bartenders, and we're all just like, damn it,
Shaking and stirring,
Yeah.
I mean, no, because they're not working. Like, think about who's fun to hang out with. It's a group of bartenders.
I mean,
so yeah, I think it'll be a blast.
I love how biased. Who are the greatest people in the world? Bartenders, duh.
Most charming, most hilarious, most wise, beautiful people in the world. It's bartenders.
Oh my God. What about you, Giulia?
I'm excited to go to Slay Love at Hey Love Bar on East Burnside. And it's when the bar goes all out with tacky holiday decorations and drinks. And it's going to be happening until January 1st. The entry to get in is free as usual. And the drinks are reasonably priced. But they have some fun drink options like frozen eggnog and frozen Irish coffee. So different things to try. And aside from that, they have live DJs Thursday through Saturday, which is typical of what they usually put on, but this time surrounded by all of these insane Christmas decorations. So
Hey Love is such a fun spot. And it's a funny place for a holiday themed event because it's so tropical in there.
It's tiki, yeah.
It's like very like tiki tropical-esque. And I didn't go last year, but I saw photos and the sort of clash between like all these kind of tacky holiday decorations and the normal sort of like tropical vibe of the place looks really, really fun.
Nice. I just like the name Slay Love. I thought it was going to be Beyonce themed, but Christmas is cool too. In December, I guess that's a fine theme.
I guess Christmas is okay. I guess.
But what if it was Christmas Beyonce themed? That would be top of tier.
yeah, they should consider it.
Okay, just wanted to careen us off a little bit, but I just fell into a TikTok hole of all the times that Beyonce says that she's going to fire someone on stage because they fucked something up. And it's really funny. And I just recommend that's my Christmas present to everyone.
Did this happen right now? Like in the midst of this interview?
No, last night when I said Beyonce, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't wait to tell you about this series of videos. And the thing is, she doesn't like stop the show. It's like, you're getting far. She does it to a beat. She's singing it. And she's just like, turn the light on. Somebody's getting fired. You know what I mean? It's so good. Please watch it. It's amazing. Okay. Maybe watch that during its Slay Love, you know?
Yeah, put it in the show notes.
All right, we'll put it in the show notes. Well, mine is a pretty traditional Portland event, but I have to say it because I feel like this is the kind of thing that adults assume is just for kids, and it's zoo lights. And for me, it's kind of part of ringing in the official holidays. It's become this like event that my friends love that we started as an ironic thing. Like, look at us, we're going to zoo lights. We're such dorks, you know? But it became this thing where we're just like, we're going to zoo lights, right? Like, that's happening, right?
Joke's on you.
Yeah. So the first time I went, I wasn't expecting much, you know, because of course it's definitely geared at kids. But then I saw that there are specialty cocktail stands and like decent food geared to adults that don't include like chicken strips or whatever.
Really?
And then there's just like hot chocolate stands, and for like $7 more, they'll throw in a little vodka in it.
We've got just like guys standing around with trench coats. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, $7.
There you go.
Yeah, but no, it's all official. It's all above board. And it's where I decided that I really do like mint hot chocolate. I didn't think I would.
Oh.
Mint hot chocolate with some vodka? Who knew, guys?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, also, Zoo Lights is great. But it is, it's the kind of thing that you have to buy tickets ahead of time.
Yeah, it sells out a lot, right?
Yeah, it sells out a lot. And also, not only do you have to like buy tickets ahead of time, you actually have to pick a time, like I'll come in at 5, you know? So I don't know how, I've never gone against that. Like I've never just like bought a ticket at 5 and then showed up at 9 or whatever. But this week, between the 4th and the 7th, which are weekdays, they're value nights. They're usually cheaper in the weekdays and they get a little more expensive on the weekends. But Zoo Lights is great, and so is Brew Lights, which is basically no kids allowed. And that sells out like that. And so I've never been able to go. The one time that I actually got tickets, I got COVID. So I know everyone feels sorry.
That is like one of those Portland traditions that I've never done. I've heard about zoo lights for years and never made it. So maybe I'll go get my tickets after this taping.
We're all going, matching sweaters, holding hands. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So cute.
You're all like, yay. Well, John, what's your second event?
So it's wintertime. I love going out and snowboarding and like getting out on the mountains. But I know that for people who don't snowboard or ski, they can feel like, oh, well, that's just something you fancy people do. No, everybody has an option, and it's awesome. And it's cosmic tubing up at Ski Bowl. Do you guys know about this?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it
Oh my
sounds
gosh.
awesome.
It is so silly and fun. There's this area that is like a tubing course. So they have these like giant inflatable tubes and like a moving walkway that will pull you up the hill. So you don't have to climb up the hill. And then you can sort of like take your tube, go up to the top, and then everybody lines up and like 6 people all race down on their tubes at the same time. It's so much fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
But at night, they have what they call cosmic tubing, which is so silly. They say they have 600,000 LED lights. And there's like lasers and black lights and like music playing. It's just like a tubing rave with a bunch of like flashing lights hanging out all over the place. It's absurd. It's so much fun. And it goes late. It goes till like 10 o'clock at night. So you can get your friends together and head up to the mountain and like racing down the hill in the dark while lasers shoot over your head. It's delightful.
That sounds awesome. Would
Is
you
it
go,
something
Julia?
where-
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm actually asking for more information.
Yeah. So Ski Bowl is like right outside of government camp. So like when you're heading up the mountain, it'll like be on the right. They do it during the day. They have like a calendar online. All the ski areas sort of have this complicated schedule where like sometimes they're open during the day. Sometimes they're like only open at night, and you can just go and check out when they're running. But definitely on the weekends, it's happening. The one thing, though, when you go up there, you have to get a snow park permit, which is something that people forget about. And basically at like any little shop along the way, they're going to sell them. It's like $30 for the year. But
What about tubes? Do you have to bring your own tubes, or?
hell no, they got their own tubes. You get there and there's just like a big pile of tubes sitting there. So you just grab one. And what I found is is that some people like get really intense about it and want to find the fastest tube. I mean, I think realistically they're all exactly the same, but I have seen people be like, oh, no, this one's no good. I'm going to try that one out. And like, oh, yeah, this one's way faster. This is a better tube. They're exactly the same, but people get real intense about it.
That's so funny. That's like when people pick ping pong paddles in the exact same way. And you're just like, dude,
exactly.
We all suck at this. Just move on. I've always wanted to go, John, but the only thing that prevents me from going to the mountain is I don't have a mountain car. I don't have a mountain acceptable car. I have a Honda Fit.
Well, the thing that's good about government camp is it's a few thousand feet below timberline, right? Like, the really scary part is that last drive up the mountain to go to either Timberline or Mount Hood Meadows.
Right.
So, like, even if the roads up there are really super treacherous, a lot of times just getting to government camp, the roads aren't so bad. So, like, it's actually a lot safer and easier to get up to this elevation as opposed to that last couple miles, which is where it gets really dicey.
Yeah.
Or just get a buddy, Claudia. Get a buddy who's got a 4-wheel drive car.
John, are you volunteering?
Like your producer, John.
Will you take me?
I'll take you up there. Yeah.
I feel like you say this every year and you don't.
That is actually true.
Every year you're like, Chloe, I'll take you cross country skiing. I'm like, really? And then you never do it, John.
Busted.
And we're talking not just this year. We're talking about like
many years back. It's true.
5 years of him saying he's going to take me to the mountain.
She's got me on that one. All right, we are doing it this year.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out, but like it needed to happen.
You're right. It's true.
Can I come?
So Giulia, I'm going to take you up to the mountain and we'll get around to it in like 5 years.
I can't wait.
It'll be awesome.
Oh my God. All right, well, let's take a quick break here. And when we come back, we'll have even more December events. What about you, Giulia? What are you thinking about doing this month?
Okay, so for this next event, starting December 16th through January 28th, there will be an outdoor ice rink in downtown, which I'm really excited about.
I
it's
heard
near the
about
west
this.
side of the
Yeah.
Morrison Bridge. Yeah, it's the first time ever Portland will have an outdoor ice rink. And it won't only just be an ice rink. There will be this little like winter wonderland holiday market village tied to it as well. And I don't know. The reason why they're doing it is to just get more people downtown and help out businesses that are struggling and get people excited to go downtown, which I'm all about. And I really love that. So it's definitely going to be something that'll be high on my priority list. But the entry and skate rental cost for adults is $20 and $12 for kids under 12. So it is a little bit on the spendy side, but I think for the whole experience, it's likely worth it.
What about for short adults? I just feel like whenever I hear kids, I'm like, what is it about a child that is cheaper? And all I can think of is like, they're smaller. I'm like, well, what about us small adults, you know?
Maybe it's because like there's no guarantee that they're going to like it and want to stick around on the ice. So you don't want to make people feel like they have to pay this large amount just to like force their kids.
I've never thought about that. So it's not because they're short. Okay.
Because they're short. They take up less ice space.
That's what I thought. Thank you. Okay, move on. Sorry, Giulia.
So the ice rink, I guess, is going to be large enough to accommodate 120 skaters. So not shredders like skateboarders, but like ice skaters.
We got it because you said ice skating.
Thank you. But yeah, that's it. I'm looking forward to it. I plan on going. Will I see you both there holding hands and skating on the ice with matching sweaters like the rest of our events?
Oh yeah, for sure. I love this like very Portland fascination with ice skating. I feel like ever since the Lloyd Center's been threatened, like ice skating has become like part of our civic identity. You know, because they said that once they redevelop the Lloyd Center, they're going to preserve the ice skating rink. And I feel like in the last couple of years, it's become like we are people who ice skate. So
Yeah. So I'm assuming you both, because you both come from cold places, you know, that you both ice skate.
Yeah, enough. I was never really good at it.
I haven't been on ice skates in many years. I will tell you, I remember the last time I went ice skating and like getting on ice skates as an adult, it is a very weird sensation. It's just sort of like, oh my gosh, I'm very much not in control.
I can't roller skate very well. Like I was the kid who chose skateboarding over roller skating. And because of that, I miss out on some really cool stuff, like group skating,
The thing that's nice about this rink too is that it'll be fully covered under a tent. So you can
Ooh.
go even when it's raining, which was a big point for me because I don't know. I like ice skating, but I don't think ice skating in the rain is something that really works well. So
No.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I all that to say, if we're all holding hands, wearing matching sweaters, I might be the one that brings us all down. So
thanks for the heads up.
yeah, you might want to let go of my hand, is what I'm saying. Well, the next two events that I'm gonna try to pitch you guys on, I've actually never done, but they sound really cool, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to see Die Hard the musical.
Yeah.
At the Funhouse Lounge. If you're just like the Funhouse Lounge, they have a scary clown room. So you might have heard of it. It's a small venue. It's definitely like get tickets beforehand. But it runs till the 23rd of December. The next one is December 7th at 6:45. I'm guessing it might be sold out, but I'm really excited. And I don't know if you guys watch Bob's Burgers, but they had an episode where it's Die Hard the musical. And now I'm just like, it better be better than that because that was amazing. Gene killed it, What about you, John? This is your last event that you're going to pitch us.
This is my last event, and I'm a little bit cheating because it's not one event, but it is going to Turn, which if you guys haven't been, it's going to sound really ridiculous when I explain it because it's a bar, but it's also a live music venue, but it's also a record store, but it's also like a vintage store, but they also do country line dancing nights and community acupuncture. It's just this place that has been on this block at the corner of Williams and Killingsworth for years. But they just found out that they're not getting their lease renewed at the end of the year, which before you say oh, bad developers, it's actually kind of awesome. The whole building is being gifted to a Black-led local nonprofit. So the people who run Turn are look, we are totally in favor of this. This is going to be a really great development for the community. But it does mean that the future of this venue is in doubt and it might be closing down at the end of the month. So I definitely recommend getting in and checking it out. They are really good at sort of programming weird and interesting music. And there's two shows that I'd recommend you check out. One is coming up on the 21st, which is Mattress. It's this guy, Rex Marshall, who he grew up in Las Vegas. He lives in Portland now, but he's sort of got this weird Vegas crooner meets Nick Cave kind of post-punky lounge act thing going on. Ooh. He often performs in a gold suit. Then on the 27th, Dragging an Ox Through Water is playing, which is Brian Mumford, another longtime Portlander who does all this different stuff, sort of straying from almost acoustic guitar folk to noise looping experiments, electronic sounds. His stuff can be really abrasive some ways, but it's always really thoughtful and reflective and just really, really engaging to see. So check out one of those shows or anything. Just go to Turn and pay your respects because it's a really special place and it might not be around.
Yeah. I used to live on Killingsworth, and I just loved that ease of just being what am I doing tonight? Oh, let's see what's happening at Turn, And they always have something good on tap. And like you said, it mainly felt like a playground for the local kids. And I really enjoyed that. It felt it was a few steps above a basement in a really good way. I also love that you introduced who Mattress was, and to me, I'm just it's Mattress. Why are we talking about? But I was oh yeah, but these are just bands that I'm I don't know if you guys know this, but Mattress went on tour with Modest Mouse, and he opened up, and it was just a daily night of hate. People were just why are we watching this? And he has a hint of that where he loves that, he loves challenging the audience and kind of just being even more Mattress, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
So to me, he's always had a hint of Suicide, that band.
Yeah, for sure. Because it is a lot of organ music.
And drum beats and stuff. And he's kind of yeah, I'm just going to scream into this mic, for fun. Yeah, I love it. That's going to be an excellent show at Turn. Well, what about you, Giulia? What is your last event that you're pitching us?
Okay, so looking ahead to New Year's Eve, I'm going to be hitting up Mississippi Studios on North Mississippi Avenue for their New Year's Eve Battle of the Decades, which is 4 Portland bands taking on a different decade of music from the 50s through the 80s. And this is something they've done before, but I've never gone. It starts at 8:30 p.m. on New Year's Eve. $40 advance tickets. I literally just bought mine last night because I'm so excited about it. But aside from that, people are encouraged to dress up as their favorite era of music, which I think is really fun. Mississippi Studios is just one of my favorite venues in the city. It's intimate and like the perfect size for an event like this. They have a great heated outdoor patio. There's other really solid bar and restaurant options just on that same block if you want to kind of jump around. But it kind of just has something for everyone. So if you're looking to get a group together, I would recommend it. I'm so excited to go.
What era are you dressing up as?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
I had the same question on the tip of my tongue. You're on the spot, Giulia.
I'd probably go 70s. That's probably what most of my
okay.
wardrobe has like hints of already. So I could just kind of throw something together.
What era would you dress up as, John, if you're going?
I think the 50s. Just keep it like real slim, you know. Get some gel, slick my hair back. Yeah.
Same. I think that it would be the classiest one would be the 50s.
Yeah.
I think there's classy 60s for sure. Like you can go all mod or whatever, but I feel like 50s, there's just a hint of there's a hint of magic in 50s music. Because it's like they just discovered reverb, you know, and you're just like, oh, everything sounds like a ghost is singing to me, and I love it. Cool. Yeah. So the thing that I want to recommend last event is actually, again, something I have not gone to, but I've always wanted to go to. And it's the Christmas Ships Parade.
Oh, I've always also wanted to go and never done it.
I know. And so for those of you who are just like Christmas ships, it's a Portland tradition. This is going to be like the 69th year, which excellent year. The event usually starts December 1st and it goes to the 17th and it happens on select days. And if you're just like, what's going on? It's literally just boats decked out in Christmas lights, but it's like a total theme. People really go out, like all out. Like boat people are committed people. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not going to go out there and be like, Christmas. Like it's a whole thing. And there's music and there's like a little parade and it's super fun. But it's different fleets that parade both on the Willamette and the Columbia. So there are different schedules. So definitely want to look online. We'll link to it to see what days they're doing it. And of course, it might just like, they might cancel one of them because of the weather. It's all just like, if everything goes well, because people usually don't sail or boat in December. So yeah.
At night,
but,
yeah.
yeah. But if you're just like, oh, I want to see that today, it starts at 7 p.m. out of River Place Marina. I would definitely go do that. Would you guys go?
Oh, totally. And I think I could bear the cold. It's one of those things that once you have something to distract you, you're all in. So just get me there, and I'm excited about it.
Get a thermos, warm drinks. It'll be great.
Yeah, people bring. I've seen it happen because there's also launches off Cathedral, John, so easy for us. And people bring chairs, they bring like hot drinks, and I just also want to feel that camaraderie of we're all outside and it's freaking freezing, and we're at the edge of the river and we're just waving at boats. I don't know why. I think that's awesome.
I love it.
That's very sweet.
Okay, guys. This is the final round. I didn't tell you about it. But we are going to...
Oh, no. I'm not ready already.
John, you look so bummed.
I'm stressed out.
Involuntary head rub.
He literally put his head on his hands and he rubbed his forehead. Sorry. This is making me even love this more. So this is what's happening. I think we're going to do Battle of the Events, and we're going to pick the one that we would all do for sure. So I'm just going to go between, and again, this isn't a popularity contest.
It feels like it.
I'm going to pick Christmas Ships.
Ooh.
It's easy. It's in town.
You're picking Christmas ships for all of us, so we would all have to go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pick Die Hard.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be fun too.
Which one would you pick, Giulia?
I would stick with Battle of the Decades. I would want to see all of your costumes.
Julia picks the one that has the most like investment of time and planning for us to do.
Commit to it.
Julia, no, immediately.
We're all already holding hands.
Claudia, you and I just picked one that we can just show up to. And like now we need to get like outfits.
I know. I was making it easy. Exactly. Julia, no, immediately no.
Whatever.
Also, it's like New Year's Eve. You want us to just like hang out with your New Year's Eve?
Cancel all your plans.
Also clear that Julia's a lot more fun than we are.
Oh,
You're like,
definitely.
It is a popularity contest.
You want us to go to a party? Like, we just want to watch some boats.
Yeah, I'm like, I would like to watch people singing on a stage based on a movie.
I think that makes Julia the tiebreaker, though.
Oh, so I get to pick Christmas boats.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. All right.
I think we set ourselves a really high bar, though. Like, if we're going to be doing this every month, there's a lot of stuff on this list that I
Oh
would
my
do.
God. And honestly, I do really want to go to cosmic tubing, but I just didn't want to like, get my hopes up again, John.
We've got that all winter. All winter. I'll take you out to the mountain.
Oh my God. I swear to God. I will report back if he doesn't do it this year again.
Hold him accountable.
I will. Holding John accountable for not taking me to the mountain.
accountability journalism that people need.
See you there.
That's all for today here on CityCast Portland. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please share it with a friend, rate or leave us a review. It really does help us out. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more from around the city. Until then, see you at Slim's.